Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Teen Wolf. This is episode 12, season 6. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. Last episode was interesting because it seems like we have actually moved away from the Ghost Riders. We started the episode with Scott being the assistant coach on the lacrosse team. He was running drills, obviously on the field, when a new wolf appeared, mate, in its full-on wolf form, blood all over it, growling, walking towards him. Scott had to get his red eyes out, his alpha status. Obviously the wolf turned around and ran off into the trees. Him and Liam chased it. As he went in there, there was just dead wolves all over, mate, in a big massive line. So I don't know what's going on there, but it's really interesting. We have a new school guidance counsellor. She's there. She was speaking to everybody. She seems to kind of know about the supernatural world. You know, she was speaking to Lydia, she's speaking to Mason, she's speaking to Corey. She's kind of insinuating, you know, if they ever want to reach out and they ever want to say this and that, you know, she's always here for them. And you know, I was saying, mate, if they ever wanted to reach out, there's plenty of adults that they know about the supernatural world that they could obviously extend their concerns to. So it's not going to be her, but she plays a factor later on in the episode because a new hellhound was released. He's been held in Icon House since like 1912. He's like cell was frozen, you know, temperature was all the way down. It's kind of like how Perish is in the incubator when they cool him off. And one of the people who worked there kind of touched him. It cracked. He come back into the present, and he obviously fled. Now, what's interesting is he was on a mission, mate. He was trying to find somebody, so he went to the hospital. Perry seen him. Everybody kind of like disappeared. The corridor was like all burnt down. They were staring face to face, and then he disappeared. Liam was getting into a lift. He chased him to try and grab him, and he obviously missed. Then he followed Liam to the school, where they ended up having a big massive fight. What's really interesting is Liam actually won that fight. I would say Liam won that fight anyway. The Hellhound didn't. He ended up having a fight with Jordan. He threw Jordan, knocked him out, and then you know, Liam ended up winning, slashed him up loads. You know, Liam is really strong considering he's only just become a wolf. I know he defeated Scott when Scott had lesser powers because I feel like, you know, changing his inhaler, but he's still done really well. He's held his own against the Ghost Riders, and he held his own here, mate, and literally kind of took him out. Seems like Hayden has left as well. You know, he's kind of devastated by that. He's depressed, he's sad, he's upset. You know, she's gone because her sisters had to move away, so she's followed her, and it might have fueled him in that fight. Now, the Hellhound, he's ran off, mate. He's bolted into the trees. He's obviously trying to heal up, and who turns up? That is right. It is a school guidance counsellor. She shot him. He's obviously scrambling around all over into the, you know, into the woods. She's chased him again. He's grabbed her. He's trying to like strangle her. She grabbed the gun. Boom, mate. Shot him point blank in the head and killed him. That's the first time we've seen the Hellhound die and not come back to life. Scott and Malia and Lydia have ended up finding him. And the bullet that was laid beside had the Argent logo. So how fascinating is that? We had a reference as well to, you know, one of the wolves that Scott and Liam seen when he went into the woods at the start of the episode had loads of spiders like coming out of his body. Then later on in the episode, we had loads of rats like coming into the school. And then he went into the, I was going to call it a dungeon, but they went into the tunnels and there was loads of dead rats and it seemed like all the tails was tangled up. And Mason said it was like, you know, a rat king or something. It's like where all the tails get scrambled and they're all stuck and they all start fighting each other to try and survive who could be the last one, so to speak. And they was kind of saying that when they went and you know, done something to the Nemeton, it impacted them massively, didn't it? And now they opened up another supernatural portal and they think that things have come in as they've done that with that rift, and they don't know obviously what crazy stuff's going to happen here in Beacon Hills. And what's interesting is it might be a fight for survival for all these other things that have come through, just like the rat reference when they're all stuck and tangled. They might have to be, you know, going after themselves. Then we finished the episode with Styles in the FBI Academy. You know, it's like day one. He's there. He's all suited up. He's got his tie on, getting ready, asking loads of questions in class. And who do we see on the screen? That is right, Derek, absolutely bolting through the woods, mate. And the guy saying this guy is wanted for mass murders. And Styles is just sat there like, what? And I'm like, get in there. Derek is back and I can't wait to find and see more of him. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this season so far. If you enjoyed today's episode, please smash a like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into episode 12 of season 6 of Teen Wolf.
Okay. Yeah, okay, all right.
Spiders come in. Peter Parker style. Whoa, look at that. Whoa, that's mad. I like how he's not been messing about, mate. I cut myself open. I'm not having no spider inside me. Yes, Theo. That was decent. Whoa, look at that. Oh, look, mate. He wants to belly him up. Go on, lad. You helped him last part of the season, man. Oh. This has been a good start, I reckon. I've enjoyed it. Whoa. That's mad, mate. Do you reckon he's pissed somebody off or what? Or they know he's supernatural? Surely they've not just shot him because his car's there. Right, I've got a question though, right? All those officers knocking on his window. Move, move, move. Why? Like, literally, like, no joke. If he's just parked up in a parking lot or on the side, not causing any trouble, and he's just there in his car, why is he getting shifted? He's not causing no disruption. Like, what I don't understand, this is what I don't get. Like, if you was homeless and you could afford a vehicle, because sometimes, you know, you can get a proper banger for like 300-400 quid. That is a good place to have a kip and be safe at night. You're not on the streets, you're not causing trouble, you're not in the way, you're not going to get robbed, you're not harming anybody. He's just there. You know, he was clearly parked up in parking bays and stuff, and they was all coming and telling him to shift it. And now, to be honest, last season, he was, you know, he was annoying, wasn't he? Now, this season, you know, I don't judge people from the past, I judge them from the now in TV shows. And also I've seen this season, he's been really helpful. And he actually has helped. And when the Ghost Riders was here fighting Mr. Douglas, he was there straight on it. He saved Liam, you know, he's helped Scott. And obviously he fought with the pack. And it seems like they've all just forgot about him and left him. And now he's just like, you know, wounded on his own. But respect to him, mate, you know. The spider went in him. He wasn't like leaving it there. He went and just absolutely stabbed himself in the back and pulled it out. And poof, cloud of smoke, mate. It's gone up in the air. And then somebody's come like a firing squad and took him out. Madness. What an interesting start.
We find them. We kill them. We kill them all.
Sounds like Gerard.
We could still catch him.
Whoa, that was decent.
The killer.
Do you hear that?
Heartbeats.
A lot of them.
Oh, the hunters.
Hunters.
God, wait.
I don't reckon they are there. Do you reckon he's having visions? Maybe they are. What's happening?
Everybody stay back!
What's wrong with his eyes?
You heard the sheriff. Stand down.
Yo, that was decent, mate. Honestly.
I'm really sorry.
I didn't think you could kill a hellhound.
Looks a lot easier than we thought.
He's just being so casual and simple.
You want to add?
I don't think it was just any bullet.
I hope not.
He's scared now anyway. He's like, oh, mate, I thought being a police officer and undefeatable, unkillable was the best job in the world, mate. Now he's like, oh, I'm going to have to second guess all these people that I'm going to engage with now. That was interesting though. Really liked it. What do you think, yeah? Chris with a beard or without a beard? I'm digging his beard, to be honest. I think it looks pretty cool. It makes him look more of a cool guy. But looking at him in the old school style there, he looks much younger without it. Do you know what I mean? So, like, with it, he looks older but cooler. And obviously, like, without it, he looks younger. So, it's interesting.
Why didn't you say anything?
Why didn't you say anything?
You're the alpha.
Why didn't either of you say anything? Wait, was I supposed to say something?
None of us said anything because of Arjun.
I was saying that if we're talking about some sort of mythical creature that's so powerful, the only safe place to put it is in a wild hunt, then we have a serious problem.
Brett's made me help the freshmen that want to make first line.
Why is he helping you?
I couldn't get anyone else to volunteer.
Thanks for the gear, Liam. And the drills, and the chants, even if there really isn't one.
I've got openings tomorrow, if you're willing to talk.
Well, I don't have anything to talk about.
He has a lot to talk about.
Just take the form and think about it, okay? Remember, I have an open door policy.
Oh, he's nice, that mate. I'm sure he could just look underneath that blind. Spiders all over, mate. It's literally like a chamber of secrets. Imagine that, mate. Imagine that.
It could be any kind of public facility. A hospital, a fire station, or...
Icon House.
Or a mental institution.
What if you go there again and someone tries to kill you? By the way, it happens every time you go in there.
Answering our calls or texts. Maybe Argent just doesn't want to be found.
He would have his calendar on his laptop if we cracked the password.
Unless it's I Love Allison 1, 2, 3.
No, it's definitely not Hunter. So why would anybody think that there was a hunter in the woods?
Hmm.
It was actually just deputies.
Oh, she's asking him questions, innit? Like,
I think he's back in business.
and new balls.
You know what his password is.
Yo. What was his password there, mate? Literally, it can't just be Allison. That's so easy to guess. But it's interesting, mate. He's back in business. Who's he selling these weapons to? That is the main question, mate.
He was a patient?
Until he checked out.
Checked out, you can do that?
When you build the place, you can.
1912, that would make him over 100 years old.
No one knew his actual age.
And he's been here the whole time?
Sounds like Ghost Riders are coming.
Something's wrong.
You think I'm opening this up, then you belong in there.
Open the gate.
Get the gate slam right behind him. Don't be leaving that open. Yeah, well done, son.
Perfect rocker.
Just remember to cover your back.
You got some pretty big cleats. Phil with Scott leaving. You ready for all this?
Managed all summer.
Summer's over.
Oh.
He's been practicing all summer to play goalie. He's actually gotten really good.
The season doesn't start for at least a week.
Liam's gonna absolutely knock him down now. Rip the net.
There he is. That's the IED I remember. It's gonna take for you to explode, Liam. I'm trying to help you. You're not in control. If you don't fix it, someone's gonna get hurt.
Is he the guy with absolute massive shoulders? Is that the one from the other school? I feel like the name Brett does ring a bell. You know, it's not the new guy. But yeah, he isn't really in control. As we've seen many times that he's kind of like losing it a little bit. You know, Scott's told him that he has to do his mantra. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can get it under control.
This is Deputy Parrish with the Beacon Hills Sheriff's Department. Is anybody in here?
Yeah, imagine walking into that. Whoa.
We have to get her out.
Why would I do that? I'm the one that put her here.
Oh. Why is everybody working at place so weird and crazy? Why? I never understand the agenda. Like, literally, every single person that works there just wants to absolutely abuse everyone.
Major Delane is my contact at Camp Robertson. I'm surprised he didn't tell me about the change in protocol. Didn't know the Army worked that fast.
Do when they want to.
The Major's not Army, he's a Marine. See, I don't sell to weekend warriors. You want these guns? You'll answer my question. I always have a backup plan. I had a guy on the inside.
Who?
You're standing on him.
Wasted all them bullets for nothing.
Who are the guns for?
Flashbang. The same people you reckon that shot Theo?
I had everything under control.
Clearly.
Come back every morning to protect people like me from things like you. Then I realized we shouldn't be caging them. We should be killing them.
Well, Lydia knows that he's in there, so she's going to be coming for him.
Even you can free solid, Deputy Parrish.
Teacher coming over now. Yeah.
I saw you playing. I should have told you. It's Wolfsbane.
So she's not there supernatural then, is she?
Hello.
Even you can free solid, Deputy Parrish.
Oh, she can hear that.
You don't deserve to terrify people.
No one should be able to do that.
Yes, he's got off. That's decent. He's got off and she's injured.
Been busy.
You made any unusual sales recently?
I haven't stamped a bullet since Allison died.
Someone just killed the hell out of me with one.
I see the casing.
They must have fallen out.
You don't need the casing. You need the slug.
What we're looking at here.
Hey guys, what are you doing here?
Just looking for you. History test tomorrow. We need to study.
We can study together.
Can we take the test together?
Oh, he's died. Oh, he actually died, mate. He did. But he got her, though. He cut her. Man, she's just going to come in tomorrow with an X-scarf, isn't she? You know, I'm consistent in what, like, the way I have an opinion on people, whether it was in this show, The Vampire Diaries, Originals, Legacies, or whatever. It's people who just hate on the Supernaturals just because the Supernaturals I dislike. That was the whole reason why I hated Gerard. I actually hated him, you know. It's a strong word, that, hate, but it is. As we progressed through in last season or whatever, when he come in and he helped, he wasn't too bad. But in the moments when he was introduced, and he just wanted to kill the Supernaturals just because he was Supernaturals, not because he was bad people, not because he was harming anybody. Like that guy there in the school didn't harm anyone, but she went over and she was like, "Look, mate, I'm killing you because you shouldn't be able to heal and you shouldn't have this power. So that means you need to die." And it's like, you know what I mean? I hate people that have agendas like that. Just because you're something different, I need to take you out. So it's going to be interesting to see, like I said, who is she working for? Who left the knife in her desk and who wrote that on the whiteboard? You know what I mean? And who is it that Chris was trying to sell the weapons to? He said he had a man on the inside. Well, if he did have a man on the inside, that inside man clearly knows who he's working for. Do you know what I mean? That part of the story doesn't make sense if you think of it. But Scott's got to try and find a slug now and through all of that. That ain't going to happen, so we're going to have to see the story continually play out for us to find out who it is that's actually taking the weapons and trying to go and kill the Supernaturals. See, I knew it, mate. She knows he's there. She knows the scope. He's not coming back. She's coming to investigate.
Library's empty.
Jump 2.
As a doctor, I've never liked guns. I've always believed there were far better ways to solve our problems. I guess I'm having a crisis of faith.
Here's Lydia, mate. She's got a sonic blast, didn't she? She's got to take him out before he pulls that trigger. Hello? Spiders all over the windows, look. She's not got good memories down here. She's having PTSD, isn't she? Oh, that sounded like Jordan screaming before he was shot then.
I can't be afraid anymore.
Told ya. That fit with Lydia as well, mate. I can't be afraid anymore. Now they need to find the slug, mate, that was shot here.
Wait a minute, I didn't freak out.
You haven't been trying to get me to talk because you're freaked out that I freaked out?
No, I've been trying to get you to talk because, well, I'm worried about you.
I'm okay.
I was hunted by my dad.
I was hunted by my girlfriend's dad.
Bondage.
Does that fear ever go away?
What if I told you I saw a red laser sight right now?
Relax.
It's Chris.
This
Yeah.
is me. Show me where you found the body. Got it.
Oh no, it's gone in a tree.
Now do me a favor. Glow your eyes.
I see it.
It's because it's made from an element with a higher heat signature than regular metal, because it's silver.
Yo, this guy was consumed by the spiders.
Hey guys,
Thank God you're okay.
Yo, it's alright
Where
now.
have you been?
I forgot we have a history test tomorrow.
How come no one's saying anything? Silver, copper, lead. Who cares what a bullet's made out of? Don't they all do the same thing?
There's a myth that a silver bullet can kill a werewolf.
If you didn't fire it, then who did?
Someone doesn't know what they're doing.
A new hunter.
He said he couldn't see it any other way.
Well, I've got another way. You don't kill everyone.
It keeps coming back to the same thing. Fear.
But what is everyone afraid of?
Us. They'll look at us differently. They'll do things that they've never done before. Scared people will do things you wouldn't believe.
Decent. Oh,
Who are you?
here we go. Who is it?
Someone who has been doing this a lot longer than you.
Ah, this guy, man. Just when I said he was alright, like last season, just when I said, mate, he was okay. This guy's so annoying, man. Gerard is so annoying. He's got to be the most annoying character in this whole franchise. So, I mean, he's obviously not the person that's gone around killing... Well, she killed the first one, innit? The Hellhound. Is he the one buying all the weapons off Chris? So, like, Chris is selling... He's kind of buying them off his own son through third party, stacking himself up. again, he went back, you know, to my reference earlier on in the episode where people that just hunt supernaturals because they dislike them peck my head and they're annoying, and I'll always be consistent throughout whatever show it is. You know, it's like people who dislike a certain person because of the race or the age or the gender, just because, like, they don't even know that person, but they have this mindset that everybody that is this type, you know what I mean, like a werewolf or a supernatural or a person or a race, I dislike you. And it's like, why, man? You don't even know that person. They might be nice, might be kind, they might use it to help people, but no, in his eyes, mate, he wants to take them all out. And he could justify it by saying, oh, they've took Kate out. No, mate, you've been doing this all of the time before this happened, and then Kate went and took the Hales out and she got the consequences that she deserves. So you can't be saying anything like that, and then you can't be blaming them for Alison's death, because they're there to help him, and she died fighting with her friends, with her family. Even her dad acknowledged that. So it's going to be interesting. Last time we seen this guy, yeah, Chris was double crossing him, you know. It was like he was going after Scott, and then he was like, no, mate, we've made this plan for ages. And then he turned the gun on him, and it sounded like he possibly shot him, but obviously not, because he's here doing our head in again, you know, working with somebody else. I thought that that guy who just grabbed her then and held her up in the air was the one that actually died inside the school, because he was a body in the showers, but obviously not, mate. So again, it's really interesting. It's been intriguing. I actually enjoyed this episode. So that's going to wrap up today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Very interesting, honestly, it really was. You know, we have this woman, she's still coming in, she's still trying to take down the supernatural. She nearly successfully done one. I thought she did, actually, but nope. She nearly got killed at the end, and then she was saved by Gerard. So Chris is selling weapons. You know, it's an unknown source. We don't know who it is that's buying them yet, but it looks like it may be Gerard, his dad. Like, and you know, they was looking for the slug. He said that it's a silver one. Now, Gerard, he's not going to be going around, obviously, using stuff like that. He knows the supernaturals, and obviously he knows that it's just a myth using a silver bullet. But like Chris is saying, there's nothing more dangerous than a new hunter into the game, because they're unpredictable. You don't know what they're doing, and they, you know, they could end up taking innocent people out at the same time. That's why it is dangerous. But, you know, Perry, she got took in, obviously, Icon House. He was getting locked up again. I was saying, why are these people so crazy in here? You know what I mean? Every single person that works there wants to absolutely abuse everybody that's there. Now, at least we got some sort of justification from it. You know, usually we never have the reason why. But this guy was saying, look, mate, he's realised that all these supernaturals are the problem, and he needs to save everybody. And by doing that, that is how he's got to take them out. He's got to kill everybody and make everybody safe. So at least we got some sort of justification. And Scott was saying, you know, something's happening here. It's making people act crazy, making people act scared, people looking at them differently. We kind of got like a little montage at the end of like them walking through the school, people judging them, X, Y, and Z. And it makes you think that, are they some of the people that's come back from the rift? You know, the people that was on the other side, and they come back to the present, and they know people are supernatural, and they're treating them differently, acting different. It's interesting to see. You know, we didn't have no reference of Derek this episode, even though they dropped it and teased us last one. We didn't see no Styles as well, rocking it in the academy. But we have seen, obviously, Lydia. She's got, like, 1 day left or something to submit her application for MIT. They did reference as well that she was going to be starting in, like, 2nd year or something, because she's so smart, but I don't even know if she's applied yet. So, again, that's exciting. But we see it, you know, Liam, he's still struggling to control his powers. So he was playing, you know, he was playing lacrosse. The guy was bumping into him. He's angering him. He said, "You need to get yourself under control, mate. You're literally losing it." Went into a locker room trying to say his mantra. He's punching the locker, smashed the door. So this, or whatever is happening, is affecting the supernaturals and the people around Beacon Hills. It seems like, you know, they're all panicking. They're all getting this fear inside of them. And somebody does know that this teacher is doing something, because he left a knife on a desk and he left something on the wall. And we have the spiders again that have gone in and have consumed one of the lacrosse players. Well, his face, mate, got full of it, didn't it? And he went inside of him, and then we seen him right at the very end, just sat in class, chilling, mate, look back to normal. So again, really, really interesting. We started the episode with Theo as well. You know, he was trying to sleep, and the police kept knocking on his car, and then obviously he kept moving. Then a spider come, went inside his body. You know, he wasn't having none of that. He went to you know, he went to Scott's work, got a knife, boom, into his body, pulled it out, and it evaporated in front of him. And then when he got back in his car, loads of people turned up with guns and shot him down. Maybe, like I said, it's Gerard and his new crew. Who knows? I'm hoping that's not the end of Theo, but it might be. And if it is, then I hope that the pack go and, you know, avenge him, to be honest. You know, whether they like him or not, he's still supernatural, technically. And he has helped them. And I think they do need to go and, you know, get some justice. So it's going to be interesting. Can't wait for the next episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please smash the like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you do. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.